grow, still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. Now today, we are back with a bonus type video. We are going to deep dive into a new project that I am extremely bullish on. They also have a massive airdrop and a private sale that you can get in on, right? So that's the wave, right? The wave is to get into the private sale of new projects, right? And then you're early. You're automatically early. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to do a deep dive into this. This is a sponsored video. So thank you to Peak Network for sponsoring this video. Make sure you drop a like and comment, and let's get into it. So taking more jobs every day for as long as you ride, share, charge, connect, order using Web 2 apps. Data, value, and the power go to the 1%. What if the app's app store, network, and servers your machines ran on were owned by you? That's Peak's promise. What if you could build dApps or DePINs? What's a DePIN? We're going to talk about a DePIN. This is a decentralized application. DePIN is a decentralized physical infrastructure network. We're going to talk more about what that means. You could build dApps or DePINs, which enable vehicles, robots, and devices to provide services to people and machines on a purpose-built blockchain instead of the evil big tech. On Peak's community-run blockchain, the more value that AI-powered machines create and the more jobs they take, the more everyone earns. So a big problem in the world is AI is going to take all of the jobs away, right? So what they're doing is inverting this, and basically the more jobs that AI does take away from people, the more everyone earns with Peak Network, okay? The 100%, build on Peak for anyone, everywhere, and then they give you the continue exploring. So that is a very great overview of what the project is. They are building DePINs, okay? Or they are the platform to build DePINs. Now, a DePIN, as we said, is a decentralized physical infrastructure network. And what a DePIN does is you want the token. It's a token connected to something physical, a tangible service or product, okay? So with a DePIN, you want the token because it buys you something tangible like power, telecom services, web access, or it is used to govern the network, which enables you to buy these tangible goods, right? So one example of this is like Dent. So the Dent project essentially has Dent token, and if you want to buy eSIM packages for your phone, you can purchase them in Dent token, right? And it's interoperable in that way. So that is what a DePIN is, and a lot of people think that DePINs are going to start the next bull run, right? So this is the flywheel. So DePIN flywheel. User-generated fees boost service offerings. The supply-side growth attracts users and entrepreneurs. There's then an increase in network usage, which leads to better token rewards. And then there's an increase in token rewards, and then the token rewards incentivize infrastructure deployment. So this is the flywheel. It's kind of an infinite cycle of why DePINs will work. Okay, so and then they outline a little bit more about DePINs and how they work, but this is the network to build them on, right? And they are trying to invert that problem of AI taking all the jobs and taking money away from people. With Peak, the more jobs that AI takes away from people, the more everyone earns. Okay, so we're going to talk now a little bit more about their partners. Okay, so they have partnered with one of my other favorite AI projects, which is Ocean Protocol. We have talked about Ocean Protocol for over a year now on this channel, but they've actually partnered with them. So basically, this partnership, Peak is going to be able to bring the economy of things. That's what they're calling it, the economy of things. So tangible things, right? So these tokens will allow you to access power or a telecom service or something tangible. And Ocean Protocol is a data marketplace, right? So they're bringing this economy of things and merging it with Ocean Protocol's data marketplace. So this is a great partnership for them. It just makes a lot of sense. Peak has also joined the $20 million Gaia X for Future Mobility Move ID project. So that's a mouthful right there. But they are helping with this Mobility Move ID project by Gaia X, the European Association for Data and Cloud. This is a 3-year project, and you can see as well Fetch AI is involved. Ocean Protocol is also involved with this, and Peak is there as well. Now, in terms of funding, they raised $6 million in a funding round led by Fundamental Labs. Very good stuff right there. And now let's get into talking a little bit about their connection to Alliance Block. As I said, they are connected to Alliance Block here or Nexara. So let's talk about that. They have a canary network. Now, their canary network is called Crest. Now, what is a canary network? A good example of a canary network is Flare and Songbird, right? You guys might have heard of Flare. We've talked a lot about them on this channel. And then Songbird. Or Polkadot and Kusama. So Kusama is the canary network for Polkadot, whereas Songbird is the canary network for Flare. Crest is going to be the canary network for Peak. Okay, it's the same type of deal. There's an airdrop involved here, and there's also a private sale that you can get into. So Crest is going to be the canary network. Now, what is that canary network? It is a network where you test upon, right? It's like the test net. It's like the test net for innovation. So if you want to build some kind of crazy product on Peak, in the end, you're going to first test it on Crest, and it's going to be built on Crest. And they have a native token. So there's 2 tokens involved here. There's the Crest token, and then there's the Peak token. So Crest, Peak's canary network, is now in the countdown stage. Okay, and they have brought Crest to funders. Now, there's a lot of names being thrown around here, but what funders is funders is kind of like a launch pad for on Alliance Block. How you get onto funders, you go to funders.app, fundrs.app, and then you're going to have some Nexara, okay, NXRA. That's the new Alliance Block token. So I'm a big holder of Nexara myself, holding for the long term on that, and very bullish. Now, you're going to connect your wallet here, and then you're going to go to stake Nexara. So let's connect our wallet here. I don't think I have any Nexara in this wallet. I do not. But once you click stake Nexara, you're going to be able to stake the amount you want. Now, the reason you have to stake if you want to get into the private sale is because staking Nexara in this platform is going to allow you to get something called RALBT. Okay, now with RALBT, this gives you access to the private sale. So once you stake some, right? Actually, let's go to active proposals, right? If we go to active proposals, we can see there are 4 projects right now on funders. So we're going to click Crest Network, right? And their private sale begins in 4 days. So essentially, you buy these tickets, and the tickets get you access to Crest token. So if we click buy ticket, right, you're gonna need, let's say I want to invest $800 in this. I need 4 tickets, right? I want to invest $800. I'm gonna get 20,000 tokens. So the requirement for this is that I stake 4,000 RALBT, and that I also give my investment, which is 800. So, you can go all the way up to $200,000 here. So depending on how much you want to do, you can get in on this private sale. And the token price for the private sale is 4 cents. So you will be in at 4 cents. Okay. Now let's watch this short video, and then we will continue on. This is how Peak works in 2 minutes. So we're going to play this video. This is going to give you a great breakdown of how Peak works. Here we go.
Approximately 30% of all tasks in the economy are currently done by machines. By 2025, that's expected to rise to 50%. Peak is building the Web3 network that ensures that as automation increases, it benefits everyone. Peak's tech stack and economic incentive model make it easy to build dApps for vehicles, devices, robots, and machines in the economy of things, such as dApps for electric vehicle charging, ride-sharing, or drone deliveries. At the core of the Peak ecosystem is Peak's proof-of-stake blockchain, which will run as a Polkadot parachain. The Peak blockchain will store and run all of the network's transactions and data, including cash balances, smart contracts, machine NFTs, and dApps. For example, a Web3 Uber built on Peak may store information about which cars are available, who booked which car, and the cash balances for everyone in the network. The Peak token powers the network's economy, similar to other blockchains. Tokens are created when collators and validators create a new block by processing the network's data and transactions. New tokens go to a revenue collection pool, and a percentage is paid to the collators and validators. Users will be able to buy Peak tokens on exchanges to use dApps on the Peak network, invest and earn from the economy of things, or participate in network governance. The first dApps are scheduled to go live in 2023, and most of their revenues will go to the machines and their owners providing these goods and services. All transaction fees and network rewards end up in the network revenue pool, that then get distributed to the dApps, collators, token holders, and machines themselves, as well as to the machine subsidy pool and the treasury pool, used to run the network. Investors will be able to join the Peak network by minting machine NFTs that represent a unique stake in the economy of things. In the midterm, machine NFTs will represent industry-specific machine pools and later even individual machines. This enables fractional ownership of things like wind farms, robot-run restaurants, or even air taxis, generating high returns based on real-world value with no corporate intermediaries. Peak's Canary network Crest will run for a Kusama parachain in 2023. Share this video and follow us for more videos.
So clearly they're inspired by Polkadot, right? Because they're building with Polkadot as well. Clearly they're inspired by that Canary network setup. But just look how futuristic this is. Like, it's such a futuristic play. Basically, they've built the economy of things, right? And this network, all it needs is adoption and builders to build on it, and it will work like a well-oiled machine, right? Like, they're showing how the validators work, the retail people get their exchange tokens, the Peak tokens, and then they fuel them back into the network, and they're showing this whole ecosystem and how it's going to work. But all of this, the success of this, depends on people actually building dApps that are connected to real world services, like they're saying, right? So when I talk about the opt-out platforms, this is what I'm talking about. Opt out of Facebook and use a decentralized social media, right? We need to build those opt-out platforms that are decentralized. Like, build the Web3 Uber on Peak, right? Or build it on one of these platforms. And then also this machine NFT idea, it's very, very good. And then having the Canary network as well. So the airdrop, you can view more information about it. Essentially, like, depending on what tier you're in, you're going to get a certain amount of Peak tokens through the airdrop and through the Crest airdrop, right? And so this is key for you to get involved if you want to get involved. I will be 100% getting involved. Since this is an Alliance block raise right here on funders, I'm just going to stake some of my Nexara and get in on this private sale. Very cool way that they're doing that right there. And you can see, you know, Alliance block announced this. I believe that this was, May 18. So it's been announced for a while, but it begins on June 5 and ends on June 14. Your ticket price is going to be 200 USDT. And then you're going to also have to stake 1,000 Nexara. I believe it's 1-to-1. If I'm mistaken, but it's 1,000 RALBT. Tokens per ticket, I think you get 5,000 tokens per ticket. Okay, Crest holders will also be eligible for the Crest and Peak airdrop, which could potentially double the tokens you get from your contribution. So if you contribute to the private sale, you also get access to this airdrop, which could basically double your contribution. Very cool stuff there. I've never used funders, right? But you do have to KYC, of course. If you're participating in any private sale, usually you have to KYC. But their KYC is through Alliance Block as well. And shout out to Nexara ID. Nexara ID has been started on Alliance Block. Very cool stuff. But this is not really about Alliance Block here. This is more about the Crest token and the Peak Network, right? So Peak Network, I've given you a great overview. Make sure you join their Discord as well. Join their Discord, follow them on Twitter. But that is really all we've got. Make sure, I just urge you to do your own research into Peak Network. I mean, this looks very promising to me, but make sure you're doing your own research on this. They have a ton of different educational content. You can obviously just join the Discord and ask people questions. They've got community docs, everything you need to get started with this. But big shout out to Peak Network for sponsoring this video. I love every single one of you. Drop a like and comment on the video. And that is all we've got. So goodbye.